Hi everybody, I am Bill Smith. This is the Bluebird Project Workshop, where I've not been for a couple of weeks because I had a mini expedition to Goodwood with Emily, the youngest. That was a good adventure. It's on YouTube. But now we're back in here, and YouTube tells me now that we have some more viewers. So welcome more viewers. And because we have more viewers, I feel the need for a little bit of a recap. Because what goes on in here is we are rebuilding a Ford RS200 Group B rally car. In particular, we're building chassis number 68, which is listed in the back of Graham Robson's excellent book as a notable chassis. What it actually says is significant production cars, and it lists a few that made a difference. And when you get to here, it says 068, that one. Although originally built at Shenstone, this car was immediately transported to the northeast of England, where it was rapidly developed into the very first successful RS200 rallycross car, driven to many victories by Mark Renison. That's the one we have here. That's this one. And as the book describes, it was rapidly developed into a rallycross car, the first rallycross RS200 that there was. And as fast as it was being rapidly developed, I was rapidly buying all the bits that came off it to build a replica, a lot of which you can see around here. And eventually, by the time Mark won the British Rallycross Championship, the chassis was scrap. I mean, these things were consumables. They crumpled up. They're made of honeycomb aluminium, and they just squished. And once they were compromised, that was it. It's like bending a bit of corrugated cardboard. It's had it once you bend it. So the chassis was disposed of, and it took me a few years to find it, but I got it in the end. So now I've got the whole car. That went in a container because by this point I'd started building another RS200, number 139, which I still have. That is my other car, which it says, according to Ford Scrappy Records and to the memories of motorsport personalities involved in the programme, it was the very first car to be delivered to a private owner, Charles Ross, a veterinary surgeon based in the East Midlands. He used it as a regular day-to-day business car. Because he was a vet, the structure suffered from the assault of many agricultural conditions, including chemicals that might not normally be found on a road-going car of any type. So yeah, it felt a bit, and Ford said, we didn't sell him a car as much as sponsor him to drive one. That's their excuse. So there you go. And then we built a big blue boat, which took 15 years. That project's currently in a bit of a holding pattern. And we finally had the opportunity to drag this out of the container and start work on it with the old crew in the workshop with the banter and the carry on. And in particular, the last few weeks, we've been working on a piece of it called the plank, which is a big honeycomb panel that spans across your knees from one side of the car to the other. And it was snapped in half, and it was broken, and it had rot in it, the whole lot. And we've picked it apart, and we've recovered the recoverable bits, and we've now started putting it back together. And this is where we have got to with the plank. That's the whole thing. And it has two repair sections. It has that, which is, this is scratch built. This is 1mm aluminium, this side 1mm aluminium, this side, and a core in the center which measures 10.4 millimeters. So the overall thickness of that is 12.4 millimeters, which is the thickness of the inside of the finished panel. So that will fit snugly inside. And this repair section covers all the areas that are a bit fragile, a bit broken, where the corners have ripped out and the bolts have pulled through, and that fixes that. And the same arrangement goes on over here. The difference with this side is that in here is a section of 12.4 millimeter core to bring the height up, so that is flush through there, and it has the original lower skin, the 2.5 bit, bonded to the back. So that is now up to height. And to aid in this, we've been using big heavy ceramic floor tiles, and we've made a laying out table for this with 3 tiles, and they are on steel beams underneath, and that gives us a very flat surface to work from. We considered doing it on the bed of the guillotine next door, but that was a bit more awkward. This has had a straight edge across it in every direction and it is absolutely flat. And we've got some more tiles to put on the top to sandwich this. So the next part of this process is to bond that piece of skin to the back of these panels with honeycomb in there and get that set up into one big flat panel. And once that's done, the original top skin can go back on and we will have a plank. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Oh, and by the way, That thing about Charles Ross driving his car onto farms and being a vet and chemicals a road car wouldn't normally see, and that's why it fizzed and fell apart and died. I remember distinctly him telling me once he used to drive it on the beach. Not saying that had anything to do with it, but I do remember that conversation. Now, to keep this all into bite-sized pieces, that was done first, and it's worth showing you just the bit of the process that went into that and how we arrived at that piece, because that is a kind of a small test piece, if you like, a trial run, a dress rehearsal of doing the big bit. So this is how we got to this. Motorbike. Right, so what's the first thing? Is to cut some honeycomb.
Yes.
Right, I'm good at that. Cutting more core. Well, the thing is, with it being what it is, if you use a sharp blade, it tends to rag the core a bit. Ta-da! I think that's the best I've ever done that. Just tease it like that until you get hexagons and like the octagons that Albie created. Well, I said, how are you doing? He says, I've got octagons. Oh, you only got 6 sides, how have you managed that? You managed to grow 2 extra sides. Mission impossible. Right. Yeah, we'll have to tear that out and finish it on the bench. This is where the time goes. Snip. 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 Oh, that's a good fit. Is it? It will be when we're finished. I hate that bit. It's like trying to take petrol pumps.
Yeah, I know.
£5 and a penny. Did you go over? Just over.
I stopped as well.
Yeah, it did take a little while to catch up. I think you're close enough though. Yeah. Ow! Stabbed my finger in a bit of sharp honeycomb. So that goes thereabouts. Can you get that from underneath, John? Mm-hmm. That's promising. If I line this edge up.
I won't take me.
I'll line that edge up. And screw the panels together. Oops, I got it to be in your way. Are we ready?
Yep.
Can you have it film me when you put it in there? So a sit rep, which I said that M's a good one. She went, what? She didn't know what a sit rep was. We've got the lower skin glued to the repair piece with the honeycomb in, but no upper skin. And it's in the usual conglomeration of tiles and wood and clamps. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll clamp down.
I'll clamp down. Shall we undo Albie's thing and see what's in there? Yes. Or should we leave it for him? I think we should take it apart.
Take it apart.
And we can laugh at him when he's not here if it's wrong. And then he's got a job when he gets back to put it right.
This is so awful.
What's the verdict then?
Fantastic. Thank you, Wooly.
Yeah, very welcome. He hates cameras. He couldn't get out of that one. Oh, my old mate Barnsey from school.
Bottom half of a smashed bottle stuck in the bottom of his foot.
Charlotte did that on South Shields Beach.
Yes.
The worst I ever got stuck in my foot in the beach was Amble that stood in the biggest dog lug you ever saw.
We got running for the metro one.
Flip flops.
We got
You're in big bare feet.
going out on the pier.
It squeezed up between my toes.
Well, that was Eric. I was going out and running for the metro. Could you see Eric quick? She had sandals on and all I was, oh no! I was like, what's the matter? And it just went all the way through the sand, through our toes and everything.
Novi has just arrived. One of the Bluebird Project regulars, one of the die-hard stalwarts. Come over on his bike. What's this you bought, Novi?
This is what they call a retro muscle bike.
A what?
A retro muscle bike.
Well, you're certainly retro.
XKR 1300 Yamaha.
It's pretty.
She's also
She.
24 years old.
It has a gender.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's got a name. It'll never open a bank account or
It has
sign
got a name,
check.
but I won't repeat it on camera.
That bike is not what anybody would expect to see you on. I mean, you're normally Darth Vader, and that's a pride march. Hello, Dubs. Hello. Canny, not bad.
Somebody's wanting an XKR, aren't they, Gordon?
They're going to get some Debs.
Lovely riding position.
Probably not. You've got too many motorbikes.
The trouble is, you need to speak to Albie about the potential effects it might have.
What motorbikes?
Of that one in particular. Yeah, Albie took a strange turn when he sat on it.
Did it? Did you go?
He nearly added all the rest of the colours of the rainbow and set off round town. Yes.
The blue oyster bar.
With which he appears overly familiar. Shall we sit outside? It's quite nice. Shall we have a cup of tea outside?
Back to work.
Back to work. Back on your heads. Debs is hiding behind a table. Right. Clampage off.
He's off, I think. Want them off?
Alright. Clampage off. Do you want the honours, Noah?
I've taken these off.
Yeah, take them off.
Oh, nice.
Solid.
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 Wedges.
Has Albie done a thing? Another satisfied customer. I like this bit, it makes it look really neat and tidy. That's how tough the glue is. That was just glue. Glue versus Stanley knife. You're going to get zero audio of that one.
Hey, I get to work. And
Are you can in a minute? Yeah, we're just...
I get to work and I get stopped.
No, it's alright, won't stop you for long. What was the question, Debs?
Can't remember now.
Oh no. What we're doing?
What are you doing?
Albie's practicing with how to operate a cloth.
But he's run away.
I'm not surprised. And then, what did he say?
He's run away.
Yeah, and he said, I've got feelings, you know.
I got feelings.
I got feelings.
Feelings.
And John's mixing glue by the looks of things.
And I'm going to get it ready. Albie's going to
Make them custard.
custard.
Ooh.
Batteries run out.
Stop. I don't know where you were.
What are you going to do now?
John,
Guess.
Please fix
What was it at?
It was 20 something, was it? 25, yeah.
So what do I need?
Another 3.
Go on then.
Are you sure? I thought it had to be precise.
Yeah, it does, but I was watching.
Well, can't you,
I know what you're like.
can't you measure it now?
Just pour 3 grams.
Oh, I like that. I'll get the tight shot.
Don't call me that, Bill.
Called you worse, but you weren't here.
We take too much for granted, Chad.
It's perfect. It's getting dark as well.
Mix it. It goes off after.
Right, Nobby, I think you're free and clear. That was easy.
I should put my dodgy sights away.
What you reckon, John? you just need a black hat.
Yeah.
Oh, the beard.
Who's that?
Breaking Bad.
Oh, they've got the druggie.
Yeah.
Mixing his crystal meth.
I can only think of Brokeback Mountain. I knew I'd break it.
It's slightly different.
Yeah, but from what he was on about on the bike earlier on.
The Blue Oyster Bar.
You've mentioned that several times already. As you can see, when the crew is in, it is just snarly chaos in here. But it is the best fun, it's brilliant. But through the week, when I get an hour here and there, I come in and do the stuff where I have to think. And this week, I've slowly but surely been piecing the plank back together. And if you like this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all that sort of stuff, and tell us in the comments what you'd like more of and less of, because that's always very handy. In the meantime, glue plank. Now the object here is to glue this section and attach it to the other skin. So without further ado, I shall get some green custard on it. Okay, right, glue on. Now I've got to assemble the other bit, and it's, well, in theory it would all land in the right place. In reality it might not quite land in the right place, but it's going to land near enough in the right place that we're going to have a plank we can use. That section, what have I done? Yeah, I put glue where I shouldn't have put glue again, which is annoying. I'll get round that. I'm taping this for 2 reasons. 1, to stop it moving, now I'm happy with it. And 2, so when I fasten all this down, it doesn't squidge a gallon of glue through there and stick to the table. That'll be embarrassing. And we know from experience that masking tape peels away from this glue quite readily if you need it to. Right, now what I'm going to do is carefully flip this over so none of it moves, and then I'm going to put a lot of weight on the back of this, and that will have the lower half of the plank reattached to the repair section here. What have I left under there? Sticky tape. So I'm going to align this with the bottom edge of the tile, so I know that we're straight, which is looking very good so far. Yep. Right. I think we've got it this time. The problem is I can't see the underside. And it's all lined up properly with the masking tape, it's lined up properly along that edge, it is straight, but the metal, that metal in the original skin was stretched before they broke. And I can't be 100% certain there's not a bit of an overlap condition going on somewhere down that fracture. I've done everything I can to eliminate it and spent the time to set it up. And it all lines up nicely with the masking tape, which I put on very neatly, but I'm afraid now I'm a little bit in the laps of the gods. So let's get the weight on it. "24 hours later, and there's lovely high ambient temperatures at the minute, so I know the glue will have gone off, and that's been clamped up overnight three floor tiles on the top, pulled down onto the cardboard, that will be stuck. So I'm going to dismantle this, and I love taking clamps off, as you know, and see what's underneath. And if it's all gone wrong, I'll show you that it's all gone wrong. You know, we're not going to sanitize it. We never did. There's as many cock-ups in here as in anywhere else. So I'll have a look, see if it's gone right. If it's gone right, brilliant. If it's gone wrong, I'll show you why, see what we can learn. I've said this before, you get it with the metal shapers. They'll show you the perfect finished job and not the 5 scrap ones in the bin. Hopefully this isn't the scrap one in the bin, because we only have one of them. Well, it didn't stick, and I wasn't expecting it to, because there's no glue on this side. Now I wanted it this way up in order to line up that edge with the edge of the tiles, which made it a bit difficult in terms of seeing what was going on the back. And what I'm hoping hasn't happened is, first, I'm hoping it's not stuck. It shouldn't have done, but it might. And I'm hoping that where the broken edge of this panel, which runs through here somewhere, where that meets the broken edge of the other panel, it hasn't overlapped. We'll just wait on a forklift and see if this is stuck. It hasn't stuck there. It has stuck somewhere. We'll put the seeing glasses on. Now it's not stuck. And cross your fingers and toes. Because that is glued together, and we have no overlap. We've got a slight change in height there, in the order of a, well, you can just feel it, but that is perfectly aligned, and now that panel is one again. Excellent, that's as good as that could have gone. That really is as well as that could have gone, all things considered. So the next task is to glue that repair patch on. So I'll do that while there's nobody here, and I'll leave that overnight, and tomorrow we should have strength all the way off to that corner. Good result up to now. Whew. Right, the second repair section is now glued to the other half of the plank, just leaving us the middle bit to put core in, and it'll be thereabouts. But it all went horribly wrong, because I mixed the glue and there was a man here talking in my ear, and I'm easily distracted. So I mixed the glue and I put it on, and I thought I could do with a little bit more. There's a few imperfections. I thought I had a little bit more glue, mixed some more up, and then realised it was a completely different shade of green. And I knew one had to be right and one had to be wrong, and the one that was wrong was the first one, but by now everything was covered. So I mixed up an extra batch, slightly stronger, and I've actually mixed it in on the job until I've got exactly the right shade of green. And I glued it down. So I'm happy with the glue, I'm happy it's going to stick, I'm happy it's going to go off as normal and it's going to be great. What I'm not happy with is the fact that the glue is everywhere. Everything's covered, it's run out onto the tiles, it's gone under the wood, it's gone under the panel, it is everywhere. So the problem I'm going to have tomorrow is seeing if this is going to come unstuck. And if it does come unstuck, it's going to be a bit of a cleanup. So, you know, always promise to tell you when it goes wrong, and this went wrong. So we'll find out tomorrow just how wrong it went. Enough of that for one day. And it is once again 24 hours later. Welcome back, and the good news is the glue has gone off perfectly, which is good considering the minor mixing error of yesterday. So I'm going to take the tile off and I'm going to unclamp this, and then I'm going to try and unstick it from the table, which I think is going to prove very difficult. This is where we find out. Oh dear, that feels, yeah, that feels extra stuck, which is what I thought was going to happen. Basically what's happened is the tape, which is stuck to the back of the piece, has got glued in places to the tile. but not everywhere. But there will be some places where it's got through and done a proper job. So that's moving now. There it goes. There it goes. That was a bit fraught for a few minutes. I had visions of the glue having gone all the way underneath and that thing being irretrievably bonded. Thankfully it's not. We have a plank. I have made an executive decision. Because of the difficulties and the glue getting out and things like that and clamping it and the scale of it, I've decided to do this in 2 halves. Because trying to get these edges all nested in with the core and tucked in everywhere so you know that the glue bond is good is tricky, and there's a lot of changes of direction, a lot of change of shape, and I think trying to get all those different bits lined up and nested in and clamped, I think it would be nothing short of a miracle if we got it in one, and I think we've used up all the miracles. So I'm going to do that bit, we'll get that glued now, and we'll do that bit tomorrow, and that will be all of the core in. So wish me luck. Same routine, mix the glue, lash it on, stick the core down, lots and lots of clamps and blocks of wood to tape on so they don't stick, and then leave it overnight and see what happens tomorrow. And tomorrow was rather good.
Jason has returned.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to be back.
Yes, nice to see you.
In my specially prepared bench look.
Yes, it's just all yours. Have you come to get covered in glue?
Yes.
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 Excellent. Good work.
Yes,
That
it's
means-
been a while.
Yes, that means I won't, hopefully.
So is all that original plank, or is that new inner and then you're going to put skin over the outer?
It is. Allow me to explain. That is the original.
That's original.
That's the original outer. Yeah, slight
Yeah.
difference in height there.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but it's not going to come unstuck. This is where I went wrong with the glue, and it went everywhere. But this is the inside.
Yeah.
So if we were in the car and I was driving, it would go that way.
Yeah.
So it needs caught in that bit.
Okay. I'm going to put, because I will get covered.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Do you remember those adverts
Oh,
about
them.
10 years ago?
Yes,
Where you got
you've been
tangoed.
tangoed,
You've been
yeah.
tangoed. These are the ones, look. Yeah. I could walk past that and I'd get it on the...
Casings.
Pour that on, Bill, or just sort of
Yeah,
squidge
whatever.
it on
Scoop
the-
it, pour it, whichever means. Whatever works the best.
We never met plasterers between us, will we? But that's not bad.
That's all right. What more? What more could you wish for?
It's sticky and everywhere.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know that was going to happen. Cool. That's nice and flat. It's level.
Let's just squidge these out till they meet the
Yeah.
ring. And that till it meets the other honeycomb.
Should we do a bit of dribbling?
I'll demonstrate how to dribble.
Said no man ever to another.
Yeah, that's not a sentence you ever want to hear.
No.
There you go.
Perfect.
Have a dribble.
Yeah, left-handed dribble.
Left-handed dribble. I saw an advert on the telly the other day. It horrified me, and it was for blokes' pants
All right.
to avoid those dribble disasters.
Wow.
And I thought to myself, they're selling this as, obviously, we all have these dribble disasters.
Dribble disasters.
I've not had a dribble disaster.
No.
This was kind of as though, well, obviously you have these dribble disasters. Now here is your solution.
No, normally not.
Normally not. No,
Multiple dribblage required there then.
multiple dribblage. That's going to become a thing now.
This has taken on a very different turn, this conversation.
Yeah, that'll be one for John tomorrow. We'll be building something. I'll say, John, you're going to have to put multiple dribblage into that,
dribblage
mate.
into
He'll be,
that.
what?
So
Jason.
I came up with that rubbish
It's Jason. He's from down south.
from the south, blaming.
South of the Tyne. He talks funny.
Yeah. Right, so I think that has been dribbled in many places.
I think you're right. I think you're about there with that. First, let's move the whole thing to
Shiny
the edge.
side down.
Shiny side down.
There was a winner. Do you mind which way this tile
Yeah,
goes?
go flat side down on the first one. Right. Oh, Jason and me have glued the middle. Leave it overnight. You'll get another caption tomorrow that says 24 hours later. We'll get the top off and yeah, getting there now. So always get gluing experience.
I enjoyed it.
Did it?
It's been a while. I haven't done any honeycomb work for probably 10-15 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice to come back, nice to see where you've got to, nice to have a go. Yeah, looking forward to coming back the next time.
Marvellous. I'll let you know how it goes when I take the phone off tomorrow.
I shall eagerly await the video, see how you get on.
Well, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Cheers, Bill.
Cheers.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And the ceremonial flourish. Hopefully it's not stuck down irretrievably. Oh, didn't even try. There we have it. We have one plank. And yes, I know it was the long way around, and I know it was more work than it needed to be. And I know we could have got the jigsaw and just cut a new piece out next door, but what would you learn from that? We know how to work a jigsaw. There's nothing else to learn. By doing it this way, we've polished up and perfected a lot of processes we otherwise wouldn't have done. Who knows where we'll use them next? I mean, I might want some honeycomb aluminium garden furniture yet. So that has been a great learning curve. It's a big success. We've got it from here. That is a really solid piece. We'll get its top skins on, get its insets in. Result. And today is Saturday, so any minute now we're going to be back with horrible, snarly chaos. Wish me luck. With Alfie. He's gone.
Gone.
Get his hands stuck to his appendage.
Bye. He'll come in next week like that. Look what I've done. I've stuck my hands to me tackles.
Tell him to wash his hands before he gets to the toilet.
Imagine he comes back.
That's what I said, he'll come in next week like this. Look, it's still stuck. Won't come off. That's what I've told old cat. It's stuck. I've been trying to free it all week.